Hello everyone, welcome to this video tutorial, example tutorial, where we'll learn basic application of the for loop, but we'll do the same simple interest calculation which we did in our earlier example video tutorial for the while loop using the for loop, just to demonstrate the uses of the for loop. Okay, so as you can see, our programming structure for the first variable declarations are same compared to our previous program, but here the syntax for the for loop, as we know that first it will be initializing the loop counter semicolon, and then there will be a condition to test semicolon, and then increment or decrement. So here we will be using the incrementation part. So and then we know the how to calculate the simple interest. So we have written these statements to calculate the interest and print the interest value into our computer screen using the printf statement. Okay, so let's take a look at this program. Let's run it and then we'll explain it again little bit how the things are working. So if you build it and then run it, so it's doing the same thing. Put 10,000, 5 years 10%, 5,000 is the interest rate, which is correct. Now put 20,000 and 5 years and then 10%. It is basically the 10,000 is the value. So that's the simple interest is 10,000. So now it is asking to enter the value for the third iteration. So let's put 30,000, 5 years and 10. Okay. So simple interest is 15,000. So as you see, now your program ends. So the basic nature of the program is same, but here what we are doing here is we are using the same program, writing the same program using the for loop instead of the while loop. So let's take a look at the program, what it is happening, what it is doing. Okay, so I'm just showing you the count part, not the other parts. Okay, so count. So initially, for this statement, when this particular for is executing, so your count is 1. So basically this particular statement get executed. So first, so your count is initialized with 1 and then the condition is tested. Remember that. So immediately your condition is tested. So for the first iteration, these things happens. You initialize and your condition is tested. This is for the first iteration. So this condition is true. So of course, it will come inside this for and it will print this and this. It will do all these statements, execute all these statements, and it will go back. But now, it will not be initialized because this statement is for the first iteration only. So this is the second iteration. Okay. So in the second iteration, this particular statement will be executed first and then the test. So what will happen to count is it will become 2 because count plus plus will give me 2 and then this condition will be tested. So this condition is tested to true. So that is why again this particular print, scan, simple interest calculation, and then this printf to print the simple interest will be executed. And again it will go back over here and then again it is the count, increment or decrement, that part will get executed. So now it will be 3, right? So 3 is less than or equal to 3 is again true. So that is why again all these statements will get executed and it will print the simple interest and then it will go back again. Okay, and once it goes back again, your counter will be incremented by 1, so it will be 4 now. And if it is 4 less than or equal to 3 is false. Okay, so now it will not come into this for loop. Okay, it will not come inside this for loop, it will come outside the for loop. Okay, so remember two things. One is your initialization statement get executed for the first iteration, and from the second iteration onwards, this doesn't get executed. Your increment or decrement get executed. So for the first iteration, remember this thing. Okay, so for the first iteration, your initialization, then test, and from the second iteration onwards, either your increment or decrement, and then test. You test the condition. So these are the two things that you need to remember for the for loop. Thank you for watching this video tutorial.